In our case, on February 3rd, 2025, an officer responded to a weapons disturbance at a residence in Harris County, Texas. The officer met with the witness who stated that her granddaughter's boyfriend, the defendant, was upstairs in the house with a gun. The witness stated there were 5 other people in the residence and everyone exited the residence safely except for the defendant. Officer met with the witness who stated she had been dating the defendant for 3 years and broken up with him hours before, and the defendant left the residence. When it was asked the defendant wanted to retrieve some items, and the defendant said no. The defendant came back to the residence, and the complaining witness refused to let him in. Short time later, the defendant sent the complaining witness a picture of him inside her vehicle, pointing a handgun at her bedroom window. The complaining witness saw a laser through her bedroom window, which she knew was attached to a handgun that he owned. The defendant threatened to kick her door down and make forced entry into her home. The complaining witness still refused, and the defendant began hitting the windows around the house and screaming the complaining witness's name. The complaining witness called 911 and went inside a different bedroom.
Something out of a movie, like a horror movie.
A second witness, the uncle, led the defendant inside the residence because he was unaware of the break-in. The defendant went straight into his room. The officers tried to make contact with the defendant but were unsuccessful. The defendant was identified by a photo and date birth.
So tell me what happened now in the news, please, in the evading.
Yes, Your Honor. On April 2nd, 2025, a law enforcement officer was dispatched to a vehicle in reference to a discharge of a firearm. While searching the neighborhood, the law enforcement officer made contact with the witness, who advised that the driver was a Hispanic male with light bushy hair, and the vehicle had a plastic wrapping around the rear window with one laminated tail lamp. The law enforcement officer continued to search the neighborhood and observed a vehicle that matched the description. The law enforcement officer made a U-turn and pursued the vehicle. As the law enforcement officer approached the vehicle, the driver accelerated speed and disregarded a stop sign.
Tell me they found a gun.
The law enforcement officer do not have that